How you doing? My name is John and I am here with Lipstick Surf Company, and I'm going to show you guys how to wax your surfboard. Now everybody has their own technique when it comes to waxing a surfboard. I'm going to show you my technique because when it comes to a freshly waxed surfboard, I like everything to be perfect. I don't want to be out there surfing, have a good wave come in and fail on that wave because my wax job wasn't good and I'll slip off the board. So what you're going to need to get started is, first of all, your bar of lipstick surf wax, and I like to use base coat. And basically base coat, what it is, it's a really hard wax, and if you put the hard wax on first, especially on a nice clean surface like this, it's going to make the soft wax go on a lot better. So what you're going to want to do is, I have two pieces here because I'm going to take one of these pieces and I'm going to put it in a warm glass of water. I'll get back to that in just a second and you guys will see why I do that, but once I've done that, I start with my hard piece, and I want to make it so the board has lots of bumps. I don't want the wax to go on flat, I want it to go on really bumpy. So what I do is I start out with the hard piece and I start making little circles. And I basically go over the entire surface, and when it comes to doing that, basically when it comes to waxing your board, you want to wax from in front of the traction to about here and to each side of the rail. You don't want to go down the rail, but to each side of the rail. And the reason why you want, I like the whole surface waxed because number one, when my feet are on there, I don't want to slip off. Number two, when I go to stand up, I don't want my hands slipping off the rails. And number three, I want my body to stick to the board. When I spin around to go to take off on a wave, if my body doesn't stick to the board and my board slips out from under me, that's no good either. So if you don't have traction on the board like this, basically you're going to want to wax the board all the way back to the leash plug. So basically from here and to each rail. So basically I like making my little circles, and what this does is it creates a little ridges, so when I go to put the wax I'm softening up right now on the board, it's going to mainly stick to these little circles and create little bumps, and those little bumps make for the perfect wax job. Right about there, and then I like to take a little bit down the rails. Okay, so once I have my little circles, next thing I do, I grab the wax that I have softening in this warm glass of water. I'm going to dry it off. For some reason it always goes on better dry. So this wax is going to be softer than the wax I just put on. So when I go to start applying more of the base coat, basically what this does is it sticks mainly to those little circles I've created. And makes for a nice bumpy surface. How's that looking up there? And even though I'm putting wax over this whole entire surface here, I'm going to want to concentrate a little bit more, mainly where my front foot's going to go. Okay, so as you can see, we have a nice even base coat over the board, and now for the good stuff. Break open my bar of lipstick surf wax. I like to break it in two, just it's a little easier to work with that way. And I start with one of the flat surfaces, and then I basically start doing the same thing that I did with the other wax. Stuff smells good. And there you have it, a nice freshly waxed board. Nothing better than a nicely fresh wax board to get you pumped about going out surfing.